I'm Kaila Love, and this is Music Monday, and today I am talking about performing. Thank you so much for joining me for this full video where I'm going to break down my top 5 performance tips. So what are some benefits of performing? I talked about on Instagram, if you've seen that video. Benefits of performing is that you can get in front of an audience that you may have never been able to get in front of. They might not have social media. It's an opportunity to make a new fan every single time you do a performance. You're exposed to new people. It's an opportunity to solidify the relationship that you have with existing fans that are coming to your show and remind them why they are a fan, and make some money, hopefully. And I know that as artists, we're always struggling to give the best performance. And so we might not be thinking about the other ways that we can maximize an entire performance. So hopefully with these 5 tips, it will give you some insight and it's something that you can execute in your next performance. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the first tip is to be rehearsing all the time. Don't wait until you have like a big show and then are scrambling to get your performance tracks together, to memorize your lyrics, to know any choreography that you want to have. You should be thinking about a set and then rehearsing it all the time. One of the ways that I rehearse is making my little Instagram videos, because it puts that pressure on me to be able to get through a whole verse without messing up. And you know, I'm essentially performing, but for a digital platform. So always be rehearsing. It doesn't have to necessarily be in a rehearsal studio, but even at your house, just be getting into that routine. You know, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Number 2, don't rap over your vocals. Last week I had the video, go check it out if you haven't, where I talk about the 3 types of files that you want to walk away the studio with. And one of them is going to be your performance track, because it just really irks me when I see rappers, especially if it be like 5 of them up there, just like rapping over their vocals, lip singing or acting like they're rapping, but then you can't even really hear them. They're getting drowned out. It's just not a pleasant experience, like for the audience, you know? And some rappers will be like, oh, well, it's the sound system and things like that. But, you know, that's something that you kind of have to work around. And some rappers will just be like not really confident in their performance. And so they're trying to use the backing track because they might not feel confidence with their verse, which goes back to point number 1, and making sure that you're always rehearsing all the time. So just get rid of that problem up front. Now, tip number 3 is to consider getting your own microphone. I personally have a PG58 by Shure. I think it was around like in the $300 mark. And then I got a case, which was like another $100. Super important to get a case. Really helps me out on tour. But the reason that I feel like I really enjoy having my own microphone is because, yeah, it's something that's sacred. It's something that I use a lot, and it's a very personal thing. You know, I be wearing my lip colors and stuff, so I don't even want to be out here disrespecting people's mics and having my lipstick all over it. So that's one reason. Hygienics, like, just for hygiene purposes, like I did this one show and I didn't have my mic with me, and the microphone smelled so bad, like bad breath. It was so disgusting. And that was one of the moments that I was like, I'm always going to bring my mic after this. But also I have a wireless mic, which allows a completely different dynamic in my performance. Like, I'm the type that really likes to jump off stage, engage with the audience. Even with hosting, that really helps a lot. So I love having a wireless microphone, and that's the reason why I have it. Number 4 is to always get performance footage, right? You want to have evidence that you were there, that you were rocking the crowd. You want to show people what they missed out on if they weren't there. Having performance footage is just a way for you to maximize the benefits of the performance, because we're always wanting to create that digital footprint and be on social media and be active, and also just show people that we are active performers. So, you know, designate somebody that can take it, or, you know, bring your own tripod. Like, I have my little phone tripod, so even if I don't have nobody there, I'm gonna set that up and I'm gonna get what I need to get. Always get performance footage. And number 5, don't forget this one. This one perhaps is the most important, because I've had some shows where I was so caught up. They were very high pressure situations and I really wanted to do a good job. I'm just getting all in my head until I had that friend that pulled me aside and gave me tip number 5, which is have fun. You made it this far. There's a crowd out there ready to hear you. You know, you have the opportunity to entertain these people. Like, cherish that moment, have fun, because it's gonna be great for you, but it's also gonna be great for the audience, because that's the type of energy that is going to translate. If you have fun, it's more likely that the audience is gonna have fun and be engaged with you too. So make the most out of your performance and have fun. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully these performance tips were helpful for you. If you have any more to add, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Kaila Love Music for some more materials in my story throughout the week related to the topic every single week. And go check out kailalove.com, where I have a checklist that you can download or that you can just look at. It's a performance checklist of all the things that you would want to do before, during, and after the show.